Welcome back for episode 2 of Weekend Roughies. Fairly high amount of roughies this weekend. There's a lot of in value at Flemington, Rosehill, and the Gold Coast. Only a couple at Morphettville this week, but I think that some of them are really good chances, and there are definitely some winning chances in these roughies. And I think they're good chances. Let's get into them.
These are my roughies for Flemington at headquarters. I think Angel Rock represents a little bit of value in the third. Not a big field, and with the scratching of Nerve Not Verd going up to Sydney, and I'll mention that horse later, I think it represents some good value for the place at $5. Tom Darby, I think, is just placing his horses absolutely phenomenally and is a very, very good chance to get a place. Yonce will win the race, but pretty keen on Angel Rock to get a place in the third. And then we go to the fourth, being number 7, Pocket Change. In an open race, he's definitely an each-way chance. I like him, but the question is, he won last start on a very, very heavy track. Can he back it up and put it to the big boys and come to town? I'm not convinced, but you're getting 15 to find out. Race 5, Interactive and Electric Bell. In an open race, Interactive being a last start winner, 19 and 5. For the place at $5 is over the odds. I think the favourite in Vast Me will win because, again, bolted in the last start. I mentioned this in my preview. And Electric Bell, she's a good horse on her day, and I think $10. She's the forgotten horse. $10 the place. She is the forgotten horse here, and I'd be getting on because I reckon that'll shorten. In the All-Star Mile, I like Cascadian and Cool Sign Mav as the roughie chances here. Cascadians had form around Zaki, obviously running third in the McKinnon to him, and I didn't think was too bad last week in the Australian Cup. And Cool Sign Mav was in the same race, and he did drop off quite quickly and actually finish behind Cascadian, but I think he's not a 2,000 horse. They've tried him at the trip twice, failed. 1,800, he was brilliant, so I think back to 1,600 metres. It's going to be a really good story if this horse could win the All-Star Mile, and I personally think he can win it, and 34 is over the odds. Race 7, Numerian here. I think Jamie Carr, Annabelle Nation, second start in Australia. There's a plan here, and this horse can go really well. $12, $3.30 over the odds. Race number 5, Holbein, $14 and $3.70. He's going to go to the front. He always tries his heart out. He's a great horse. And there was an occasion, a couple starts he got to Caulfield where he was the forgotten horse who was paying double figures and he won, being the Lord's Stakes. And I think he's going to be very, very... he'll run well here. And Don't Doubt Dory at 21 and 5. Considering the first up record, 4 starts for 3 wins and a place, and the record at Flemington and on good ground, cannot be left out as a winning chance. Absolutely not. Race 8, I think Defibrillate's going to win the race, but like I said in my preview, Pondus is the value. At 14 and 380, he's a good horse. Not convinced Flemington's his track though, but he'll be running on hard. And Don't Tell the Boss in the last. I've got him wrong a couple of times, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. He's good down the straight, gets weight relief off last start, and the race last start wasn't run to suit. He'll run well. Now, these are my roughies for Rosehill. I like Akhtar in the first. It's a wide race, the midway this week, and at 13 and 4 does represent value. Annabelle Nation doesn't have many runners in these kind of races, and I think is value. Race 2, number 8, Chartres, at 15 and 360. 2 from 2 second up and loves wet ground, and I don't think wasn't too bad. Was too bad behind Finance Tycoon last start at Caulfield. Yes, has to come to Sydney and prove it against the big names up here. But Finance Tycoon, they went to the Group 1 Newmarket Handicap last week. Didn't have a lot of luck, but still ran on well. Race number 3, number 1, Nickerjack Cave, Peter Moody for Brett for Peter Moody. I think this horse is set up to run a really, really big race here. It's an open race, and I think one of the more fancied runners will win it, but as a rough perspective, Nickerjack Cave does represent value for the place. Race number 4, number 5, Nerve Not Verve, scratch from Melbourne, so they're coming to Sydney. That's telltale signs to me. I don't think he can win, but he can definitely score top 3 here. Race number 5, number 2, obviously very elegant, the $1.40 favourite is going to win, and probably Montefiore is going to run second, but If Montefiore is having an off day, Tonk's going to be the one storming late because it's got a great fourth up record, undefeated from 4 starts, and definitely represents value for a place at $6. Race number 6 being the Rosehill Guineas. I like number 6 here, Sword Point as value. Has been in the placings his last couple of starts and has been moderately consistent. But I think the winner will come out of the top 4 horses in the race and in betting. Race number 7 being the George Ryder Stakes. I like Colding here at 23-5. He's already been backed in from 50s, and I think that off his last start, Chris Waller's got him to where he wants him, and he's going to be a phenomenal chance here. Dallas Center, South Australia at 26 over the odds. Banker's Choice ran behind Zaki in the Blamey and Inspirational Girl. Now, Zaki's the favourite for the Blamey and Inspirational Girl, second favourite, and you got him at $14 here in a Group 1, so I couldn't figure that one out. Race 8, the Slipper, Dormier, last start, Group 1 winner of the Blue Diamond Stakes. Jack and I was third in that race, and Fireburn has just been running really, really well. Race 9 is the Galaxy, very hard race. Value is Big Parade, honest, very honest horse, 6 from 10, very good. In the Congo brings Animo form, and Shelby 66. What a run this horse is having. I mean, he beat Nature's Strip, who's arguably one of the better sprinters that we've got in Australia, and very, very close to beating Eduardo. And I like Marbusha in the last, I think, had absolutely no luck last start, and represents value at the $10 quote. Now we turn our attention to Equus Park, Gold Coast. I think there's a few here that can at least score some value and could even win. Race number 1, I like Plurocrat here as a place perspective and probably even a winning perspective too. I mean, he's $11. He's got the right form on the board, consistent in the placings and can win. Race number 2, Glock, and number 15 rounds. I'm going to start with the Glock first. He's been running well. He actually won last start and been consistent in his past couple. 31 does see him over the odds for a last start winner. And a horse that's been in consistent form, and $7 a place I'm on. And then also 15 rounds. I don't think that this horse can win. I don't think either one of the two can win. I think the favourite will be very hard to beat. But this horse has definitely got a chance for the place. 3 from 4 placings, second up. And I think it's very, very well primed to run really well here. Race 3, number 1, Young Blood. I think it's the best horse in the field. I think he's going to trot in. He's got the best form. He loves this track. He loves this distance. $11, way over the odds. I'm on. I think he can win. Race number 6, number 8, Honky Tonk Diva. If you like the favourite, you got to like this horse because this horse ran third to Honky Tonk Diva on debut. And then the favourites come out one again, being She's Got the Boom. But $5 for me over the odds. Race number 7, Paul Anchor. Very consistent. Always in the placings. $3.40 over the odds. And Winside draws a wide gate. I think that's probably the reason you're going to get that we're getting $10. But last start had the wide gate, had the big weight, and still won. Now gets a lighter weight, same jock, wider, probably even what I think it's about a wider gate or around the same alley she jumped from last start. But she can win 100%. Race number 8, number 3, Ushu. Has done nothing wrong in her career, or his career, sorry, and it's just flying. And at $34 and $7 the place is way over the odds. $7 is definitely valued. Legal Esprit had his chance last start, but you got to be forgiving. I mean, of him, he always tries hard. And same with Blackjack Berman, 13 and $3.40 is over the odds. And Red Chase in the last, I like here, has form around some pretty good horses, and at 21 and 5 is over the odds. Now, this is where the Roughies get a bit more slimmer. I've only got 3 for you this week at Morphettville. Race number 6, 2 of them, Harbouring. He's a tough horse. If they go forward, which they can do here, I think he's going to be very hard to get past. 19 and $4.20 is definitely value. Smart Promise in the same race. 15 and $3.60 is running well consistently in the placings, and I think he'll run well here again. And race number 9, number 13, Blue Dog, 21 and $4.40 is value because I think it'll run really well. I hope you've enjoyed the second episode of Weekend Roughies. We'll be back next week with some more. Let's hope some of them get up or at least get into the placings. Let's go the Roughies.